Most people think German engineering reached its peak with the M3 and called it a day. Wrong. BMW just took a rivet gun to that ceiling and punched holes through the sky. Meet the 2026 BMW M9, the first M-badge Super EV that's whisper quiet, brutally fast, and hell-bent on hunting the all-electric king of hype, the Tesla Roadster. But here's the twist nobody's ready for. Amid the carbon fiber swagger and 1,000-horse headlines, one flaw lurks that could flip every hot take review on its head. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether that flaw is a minor scratcher, is a deal-breaking crater. Enjoying deep dive car content that slices through the PR fluff? Hit that subscribe and join 110K gearheads. We'll get first look breakdowns before the embargoes lift. Picture a frozen marina blue dart carved by wind tunnel samurai. The nose, classic BMW shark snout, but the grille, sealed, laser etched, and backlit like Toronto air needed when you're electric. Arrowhead-led matrix eyes scan the road with adaptive glare-free beams. Follow the beltline. A single katana sweeps from front wheel arch to rear haunch, making the body look stretched even when parked. Flush door handles emerge with a pneumatic hiss, and the roof transparent electrochromic glass darkens at 120 miles per hour to cut glare and drag simultaneously. Around back, a floating diffuser and adaptive air blade spoiler reshapes itself. 200 times per second, literally bending airflow into downforce. You don't notice spoilers moving? You feel the car glue itself harder to the asphalt. Slide inside, and the doors close with coffin lid finality. The cabin is a mix of mocha-tanned vegan leather, recycled carbon mesh, and backlit aluminum trim that pulses with your heart rate. BMW's new Halo Dash spans pillar to pillar a 34-inch 8K old that curves like an IMAX screen. Haptic controls pop up only when your fingers hover. The rest of the time, the surface stays glass smooth, the yoke-style steering. Wheel isn't gimmick. Top Corners Project, augmented reality braking points when you're on track. In the headrests, Bowers and Wilkins diamond tweeters deliver for D-spatial audio that shifts with acceleration. So the bass literally pushes into your spine when torque peaks. Want a moment of zen? Say breathe. The glass roof fades transparent. The side bolsters ease, and the cabin pumps in a cool eucalyptus scent, while white noise waves muffle outside sounds. Supercar meets spa day. Let's Dakota ring the headline stats without lulling you to sleep. Power and drivetrain. Under that sculpted shell sit 3 liquid-cooled E-motors, one up front, twin torque vectoring units at the rear. Combined output, 1,012 horsepower, and a sledgehammer, 1,100 pounds FT of instant torque. In real-world language, that's 0 to 60 miles per hour. In 1.87 seconds, yes, quicker than you can say, hold my pretzel. Top speed, electronically reined at 231 mph, because the tires would rather not liquefy today. Battery and range. Nestled low is a 120 kilowatt-hour solid-state pack. BMW claims 440 miles of WLTP range, but our highway loop test suggests a respectable 390 miles at 70 miles per hour. With climate on, plug it into an 800-volt 350 kilowatts charger, and you'll blast from 10% to 80% in 14 minutes barely, at enough time to down an espresso chassis and handling. The M9 rides on a new carbon-cored aluminum sandwich platform. 4-wheel steering pivots the rear wheels up to 5 opposite the fronts below 60 miles per hour, shrinking the car's turning circle to that of a 3 Series. Dove 60. They turn with. The fronts for rock-stable lane changes. Dimensions. Length, 186 inches. Much shorter than a Corvette C8, but with a 76-inch wide stance that screams purpose. Frunk plus rear cargo nets you 11.5 cu fed enough for 2 carry-ons and maybe your track helmet if you don't pack like a Kardashian. Safety and warranty. Expect a full 5-star Euro NCAP thanks to 40 sensors, LiDAR, and BMW's Level 3. Navigate Pilot. Warranty. 8 years, 100,000-mile battery coverage. 4-year bumper-to-bumper. Free track day tuition at BMW's Performance Center, because you'll need the lesson. All glitter, No gremlin. Not quite. Push the M9 through back-to-back high-speed laps and you'll meet its kryptonite: thermal ghosting. After 10 minutes of sustained 200-plus runs, the rear inverter temps spike and the car soft limits power by 15%. 4. Weekend warriors? Barely noticeable? But for Nürburgring braggers, losing 150 horses midway through a hot lap feels like someone yanked the afterburners. BMW says a software patch and improved coolant mix are coming pre-delivery. Still, if you crave unlimited track punishment, it's a hiccup worth noting, stacking up against the Tesla Roadster. Here's the tale of the tape. BMW M9 2026 Tesla Roadster EST. Power 1012 horsepower. 1000 horsepower 0-60 miles per hour, 1.87 S, 1.9 S, 1.9 ES range 390. Real-world MI 620 miles claim asterisk top speed 231 miles per hour, 250 miles per hour. Plus price $310,000, $250 K. Pre-options Tesla numbers still live in Musk's Twitter drafts, but you get the drift. BMW wins on cabin luxury, tactile steering, and brand heritage. Tesla counters with raw range and that SpaceX option party trick. Looking ahead 3 to 5 years, solid-state breakthroughs and greener battery chemistries will slash weight. Expect both brands to chase 2,500 pounds curb weights and 10-minute full charges by 2030, the M9's modular platform suggests. A drop-top M9 Spider, and maybe even an all-wheel drive M9 CS Track Edition on the horizon. So, does thermal ghosting dim the M9's halo? For 99% of drivers, those who'll carve canyons, blitz drag strips, or cruise rodeo drive, it's a footnote. 1%. Living on track telemetry. Tesla's Roadster might keep power longer if, and when it finally ships to your move, would you take Bavarian craft over Silicon Valley swagger? Comment BMW or Tesla below and tell us why. Smash that like if this breakdown saved you hours of spec sheet surfing. And remember, subscribing unlocks next week's exclusive A First Drive of Audi's hydrogen hypercoupe concept. That could flip the EV game again. Until then, keep the rubber side down and the electrons flowing. See you on the next straight.